Remember 1990, they went to a seventh game. Won game 6 here, did Chicago in the stadium. Here's Michael Jordan. Knocked away from Longley. Another turnover for Chicago. Grant Hill, nice pass to Brian Williams.
That's why Grant Hill is so good. And right back at you is Chicago.
Little mistime on the alley-oop, but Jordan puts it in. It's 4-2.
The other guys have to make the shots.
Jordan, spin move, and then the dish, and they get Longley for 2.
Yeah, that was Jordan really, and Longley just cleaned up at the end.
Longley becomes an extension of 23.
Michael Jordan had 30 points, 0 assists. You can see early on he is coming out to try to get other guys off.
In the meantime.
And himself.
Jordan for 2. It's 10. Chicago 5 of 8 from the field. Here's Jordan. Grant Hill guards him now. On the inbounds play, Jordan kicks it out to Ron Harper. Here's inside for Scottie Pippen. Settles instead for Longley to Jordan, and here's the jumper. Michael Jordan 3 of 4 in the early going, and it's a 6-point lead.
He can get his shot off whenever he wants to because he has the quickness. He now has the jump shot.
With the other night, 28 minutes.
And you can see the rush.
Back. Here's Reed. Nice pass. And Lindsey Hunter gets the layup off the glass.
You can see how quickly they get down the court. You get Grant Hill. When he gets a rebound, he starts to break. When Jerry Stackhouse comes in the game, he starts to break. That's why they're running more.
6:10 to go, first quarter of play. Here's Pippen. Takes it off the dribble, little runner, and it's 14-8.
Well, the shot looked easy, but it really was not. I mean, that was a one-legged
drive by Grant Hill. Rodman with another rebound. That's 3. Pippen. Oh! Wow. Hello.
Pippen. I mean, this is not an easy move, and Lindsey Hunter is still looking for the ball. And then he does it on the other end also. I mean, he guards the toughest guy every night. And look at that. It moves his feet, forces Grant Hill into it.
Steve Kerr picks up Lindsey Hunter. There's knocked away by Michael Jordan. Kerr's not the fastest guy in the world. So let's give it to Pippen, who gives it back.
Yeah, it's smart.
Look at Kerr with a huge smile on his face. Jordan started it all with a steal.
And that's what drives coaches.
(22-14), 2:40 to go in the opening quarter. Pippen and Kukoc, Rodman, and Ron Harper's back on the floor, as a matter of fact.
So he's okay.
So he not only hoped to return, he did.
Yeah, and the massage worked.
Yeah. 24-14, a 10-point margin. Detroit, ice cold, 4 of 16. Grant Hill. He will take it, won't he?
He attacks. Every player on the Bulls team know where Grant Hill is going right here. They know he's going to drive the basket. He does not want to shoot the jumper, yet he still gets there. That tells you how good he is. More energy and gives me more open shots.
Pippen with 8 points, 3 of 3 from the field. And it's back to a 10-point lead. Stackhouse, nice play.
He's really played well since accepting his role coming off the bench. And Gentry
will set the lineups for you. Grant Hill, Lindsey Hunter, Jerome Williams, Stackhouse, and Rick Mahorn is on the floor. And Grant Hill gets the basket.
Grant Hill is the cause of so many players getting yelled at by their coach, probably more than any other guy.
Misfire. Here comes Grant Hill. 3-on-3, right side, Stackhouse. Got the roll.
You can see it again. When Grant Hill,
there will not be someone coming along as the next Michael Jordan, but Grant Hill is the best. Grant Hill is going to be a pretty good player.
Yeah, he said Grant Hill just wants to be the best that Grant Hill can be. And Michael Jordan is being the best Michael Jordan right now.
Now, this guy's 35 years old. And he's averaging 28.3 points Chicago organization.
With management, with people saying he's too old. Right now, Brian Williams is not thinking.
Here's Burrell.
Boy, I tell you what, Scottie Pippen just laid a pick on Brian Williams at the end of that play. That was terrific.
As Lindsey Hunter got in there to help with the steal. Alley-oop, Stackhouse. Oh, he did a nice job adjusting in the air.
Yeah, because the pass was not a good pass. But because Stackhouse is so athletic, he can still
on the floor now for the Bulls.
A lot of scoring on the floor right now.
Stackhouse with a steal. And a chance for Grant Hill. Off the glass. And the lead is 11, 48-37.
Important run for Detroit. Gives them a little confidence now. He is the run stopper.
That doesn't help much.
Wow.
Dreaming of what might have been on opening day. Here's Stackhouse. Two more for... Well, he came back from baseball.
This game could be a lot closer.
Rodman with a pretty decent pick on Stackhouse. And he finds Burrell in the corner.
Oh, my.
It began, he almost leveled Stackhouse.
It's almost like he's looking for help coming from somewhere else, and he's really not getting it. He could make those shots.
Grant Hill with a steal on the attempted skip pass. And this time, Pippen is back, but elects not to take a hard shot at Hill, and Hill with the layup.
And I think in most cases, Grant Hill passes that ball. He's a little frustrated. Yeah, and he told him about Kevin McHale, but he also said, Vern, I'm going to give him starters minutes. You might not start, but you'll get starters minutes. I've always thought, who cares if you don't start the game, as long as you finish the game.
Brian Williams gets the single-digit lead, 56-47. Here's Pippen, and another turnover. Stackhouse. He's got Hunter to the left side. Oh, what a play.
He didn't have to do all that.
I wondered about that.
All he had to do was lay that in, but he was anticipating. It's almost like he's been sitting there watching Grant Hill play and watching how Grant Hill attacks the basket. So that's what he's doing. I mean, once again,
look at this. Whoa. Jerry Stackhouse has 16 points. The lead is 5. The crowd is
taking a shot in this half, or he's taking one and really hasn't even been involved in the offense.
Brian Williams got 2 more.
It's timeout time for Chicago.
A terrific third quarter run.
Yeah, and everyone's talking Michael Jordan MVP, which I think should always win at Karl Malone. I think Gary Payton might get some votes and should get some votes.
Out of the timeout, Scottie Pippen gets the basket. Rodman finds Kukoc just inside the line. Stackhouse. And it goes off Jordan. Stackhouse is having a wonderful game.
He's come to play. That's the second time this half he's fought over a post and got the ball. Great defense again by Jerry Stackhouse. He's done a wonderful job on Michael Jordan. That's the other reason he's in the game.
Stackhouse goes down low. Here's Grant Hill guarded by Pippen. Pulls up and takes the jumper. Well, if it doesn't work from 2 feet, try it from 18.
You never know. What's interesting about this run, we really have not said Grant Hill's name. When was the last time in the last 2 years Detroit made a run without Grant Hill being involved?
This Detroit team trailed by 15 at the half. That was 5 minutes and 20 seconds ago. Here's Pippen to Harper.
Oh, that's a killer. Wide open layup, playing great defense.
So back to a 4-point margin now following the technical and the 2 free throws by Pippen. Lindsey Hunter. Back to Grant Hill. 5:42 to go, third quarter. Hill looks for the double. Little finger roll up and in.
Well, he's smart. He knows Scottie Pippen has 4 fouls. He backed him all
his last 17 shots. Here's Hill. Stackhouse. 20 points for Stackhouse.
It's really what a run by Detroit to get back in this game.
16 of their last 19 from the field. Michael Jordan quiet in this quarter. In the lane, quiet no more.
He heard you.
Yeah.
I think he wants to get involved in the action.
Now Grant Hill guarded by Harper again. Ron Harper with the steal, and he puts it in the hands of Michael Jordan. Penetrates, dishes out. Back to Jordan in the post. Jumper, good.
Oh, it was no doubt he was shooting that ball. He wanted to shoot it when he brought it down court, but he couldn't get it.
And it's back to a 6-point lead. That's 9 rebounds for Williams. That equals his per-game average this season. He leads the team. Back it goes to Dumars. Jordan comes. Dumars goes underneath. Nice, strong move over Burrell.
But once again, dribble penetration. That time Stackhouse went to the bucket, kicked it to Dumars, and Dumars went on.
Lindsey Hunter guards him now and gets the steal. Here comes Stackhouse at the other end. Margin is 2.
Sure, that wasn't blocked.
Burrell underneath, kicks it back outside to Jordan. 1:45 to go third quarter. The Pistons have carved a 15-point deficit down to 2. Michael Jordan.
Wow.
With a little look and a small amount of chatter at the Detroit bench.
Yeah, and now you get him.
Hunter for 3. Nope. Burrell. Here's Ron Harper.
Oh,
here's Dennis Rodman. What a pass.
What a catch. What a catch by Dennis Rodman.
Chicago ball.
I want you to take a look here. Look at Dennis Rodman up under the bucket. And watch him run. He's an old guy too, Vern. Luckily, there's nobody there to block shots.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, my. He's talking.
Rodman and Scott Burrell. And the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Joe Dumars, Grant Hill, Lindsey Hunter, Stackhouse, and Brian Williams. Rodman. Jordan.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
That's not good. That's not good if you're a Detroit fan.
And here comes Grant Hill off of a Jordan miss. Underneath the Stackhouse. Nice feed to Brian Williams, who's knocked down, and no foul call.
Great pass. Stackhouse is doing it all. And
No fouls.
Oh, my.
Goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
That's one of the best defensive players in the NBA.
Yes. And he looked a lot like Mahorn in the first half. Scottie Pippen down in his defensive position. Gets down, and this is just a great move. Boy. And he got more involved than I think he even wants to, emotionally.
Jordan picks up Dumars. Oh, finds Grant Hill underneath.
They're not going to go away. 7-0 run by Detroit.
Game. Pippen playing with 4 fouls. Grant Hill backs him in. Stackhouse. Oh, boy. We are tied.
Well, we've heard that he was a really good basketball player. He's proven it tonight. This is the best I've ever seen Jerry Stackhouse, and his play has Detroit's entire bench up.
Lindsey Hunter for the Detroit lead. No, but the follow from Grant Hill. First lead tonight. They've come from 17 down.
And this crowd is in shock.
Chicago has lost 3 times at home this year. Utah, Portland, and Washington. Here's Scottie Pippen to tie it back up. And that ends at 12, Mars.
See, Scottie Pippen has to be careful. He still has 4 fouls. Does not want to pick up a quick.
Grant Hill gets the bounce up and through, and Detroit takes another lead.
Just attacking the basket again. But once again, you have to help on Grant Hill. Gary Stackhouse right over Scottie Pippen. Playing tonight, they're proving it.
There's Grant Hill, Scottie Pippen. 6:40 to go in regulation. Grant Hill, 2 more.
Oh, my goodness. If it's not Stackhouse, it's Grant Hill. But the thing that they're...
Lindsey Hunter, Steve Kerr, Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, and Kukoc for Chicago.
You can see the energy right now that Detroit's playing with.
Williams comes to help. Rodman gets the pass and the rebound.
You got to foul Dennis Rodman. You cannot allow him to have a layup. Make him shoot 2 free throws.
Chicago saves it. Jordan misses.
Wow.
Here comes Lindsey Hunter. Dumars spots up for three. Takes the jumper.
Wow.
Got it!
Oh, my. Oh, you knew Joe Dumars was going to make that shot.
Kukoc to Pippen. Now Jordan, who's missed 5 in a row. Pippen for three. Killer.
I was just going to make the comment that I don't...
Dumars inbounds to Grant Hill. Jordan guards it. Grant Hill goes baseline. Scottie Pippen has to give way because he's playing with 5 fouls. And Grant Hill has 35 points tonight. The lead is 3.
See, I told you he's going to be the next guy with the torch because he's playing well.
Jordan, first field goal in his last 6 shots.
Boy, you don't see this very often. Joe Dumars is going at Brian Williams right now. On that last play, Jordan was wide open because Joe Dumars was picked off. Williams did not help.
1:40 to go in OT. Hill gets a pick from Brian Williams. Takes it strong, puts it up. My gracious.
Detroit's being
Time to go. This quintet on the floor for Detroit has played every minute of the second half and overtime. Rodman. Underneath the Pippen. Oh, boy.
What you can do, I can do better. That's what this game is about. Each play is better. What a nice pass here. That's in traffic on the dime. And Grant Hill being a little creative, you think?